Hunter Labrada and Rubiel Mosquera. What a matchup this is. Two of the young guns in the IFBB. A fan request, of course, and for those of you who are waiting on the best arms in Olympia history, well, I'm still working on that, guys. Decided to do a couple of different poses instead of, just the front double. You gotta throw in a couple of more shots, so it's taking a while to set up. But having said that, I'm pretty confident it's going to get the 500 likes. So we're going to go ahead and do the rest of the roster, or the rest of the choices, including this one. And I got to say, setting this one up, these two guys, I am sure they will be neck and neck at maybe the Olympia this year. Who knows? Rubiel, of course, competing at the Arnold Classic. Not sure if he's going to win that one. Probably won't win, but hopefully he does select a smaller show. He's been only competing at the big ones. You can see him here at the Prague. Look at the wheels on this guy. Hunter Labrada, he usually makes guys look small in the legs. Now, you have to understand how big of a deal this is. Calves included, Hunter Labrada usually making guys look a little bit like dandelion spores. But Rubiel, not the case. Upper body? These two dudes are doing battle, I would suggest. But I mean, come on. Here's the front lat spread. And sizing, maybe a little bit difficult. I don't know. Hunter's legs look even smaller than the front lat spread. We could have made him a little bit bigger, but I don't know. I honestly just think Rubiel Mosquera, otherwise known as NECKZILLA, is really that freaky, that huge, that insanely ginormous in the wheel department. And I do think that is the case. And if it is the case, then that means his upper body is pretty darn good. I mean, it doesn't look puny in this front lat spread. He looks pretty good. He's defeating Hunter Labrada. I can tell you that. With all due respect to Hunter, one of my favorite up-and-comers. He's been around a few years. But this Rubiel hit the scene, and he hit it hard. Even the forearms you can see in this shot. Turn to the side. And like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between, the side of the leg, Hunter Labrada, he takes guys to school in this aspect. Almost darn near everybody. A couple of guys, maybe Big Rammy might be a little bit better, but jump ahead of myself here. Look at the difference. This doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense. Poor Hunter Labrada. I mean, upper body wise, still doing pretty good. But like I always say, look at the fire pack if you want to judge who has the better chest. And that big bulbous fire pack of Rubiel Mosquera, otherwise known as NECKZILLA, is very impressive. Very impressive indeed. Oh, I don't even want to judge this side tricep. I was singing the praises for Hunter Labrada in this side tricep years ago. A couple of years back, I guess. 2020 was his first Olympia. But having said that, Rubiel, not a clear picture. I'll be honest, it's not the clearest picture. But if it was, I think he'd look even better. Look at the cuts in the quads from the side. Like I said, guys, does not even make sense how this guy looks. Next, Ronnie Coleman. Well, Ronnie's he's his own breed, and I think this guy's his own type. These guys are alien creatures. Even Hunter Labrada, he's an alien, for goodness sakes. But this other guy, that's something else. Best side tricep, maybe, of all times. Dorian Yates would be a good comparison. Turn around. Little lukewarm on the back of Rubiel. But lukewarm doesn't mean too bad. It is a decent, he's definitely working hard on that back. You can see some thick lats. But you compare it to Hunter, and I always say this, Hunter's back is massive. Look at it. If you lopped off that meat, threw it on a scale, it would weigh more than Rubiel's. And that shouldn't be the case. Look at the overall silhouette. Now legs, of course. I mean, Rubiel, He's Quadzilla. He's Quadzilla. Conditioning, judging by the pictures, seems to be pretty close. Calves, yes, it matters when they're that big. I mean, for goodness sakes, these are the biggest quads of all time. And the calves match. Here's the rear double. And maybe a better shot here for Rubiel. Even in the rear lat, he had the advantage, I believe, in the lat insertions themselves. Clean, neat, nicely drawn out, things of that nature. But here in the rear double, you can really see the size of the guy. Almost as wide as Hunter in the back. The lats themselves, that's pretty good. He's a big dude, all the way big dude. But exposes the lack of the thick lat insertions, which NECKZILLA does have. Look at the calves again, guys. Look at this. This is the biggest calf of all time. Would Branch Warren come close to that guy? Well, either which way, guys, Rubiel, NECKZILLA, he is the next big thing. The rear lat, like I said, a little lukewarm on that. That was maybe the better pose for Hunter. Exposes the lack of lat insertions here. He has lat insertions, just not as thick as Rubiel's. So Rubiel getting one back, pun intended. Abs and thigh, Rubiel once again gets one back. This could be trouble. This could be trouble for a lot of guys in the IFBB. Why did he place underneath Michael Krizo at the Prague Pro? Is it definitely possible that the judges did not see him coming? Well, they did see him coming. They seen him compete the day before, but he was actually better the next day. I don't know. Krizo, he definitely lost to Hunter, but he was most certainly better at the Prague. So it's going to be a tough call. I think this year's Olympia, this Rubiel could very well leapfrog like Ronnie Coleman. Here's the most muscular to end it. He could leapfrog all of these guys. Could he do it to Samson Dauda? Oh, gonna be a tough call, guys. Definitely gonna be a much more exciting Olympia. I'm not gonna promise you that. Hey, what would happen to Nick Walker? You never know. But I think I have a feeling, woohoo, it's gonna be a huge one. Walker's gonna be back. These two dudes, the crab position. Maybe a little bit better here, better pose for NECKZILLA. Come on, do it. So, judging by pictures, I think it's obvious. NECKZILLA wins. It's an easy shot. It's an easy call. I think everybody would agree with that. Final word on it. These are pictures. You can't just go off pictures. You have to be there. TV screen behind Hunter. That's going to take away some of the sharpness of the physique. Absolutely. But I mean, come on. You can only go but so far against this great big NECKZILLA. He's just too huge, and he's going to destroy each and every opponent that he stands beside. Do it.
Oh, come on! Subscribe to my channel, please, if you have not already. And if you would like to, check out my latest video as well. And there is a playlist if you want to really help me out. You could watch a bunch of videos as well. Have a great one, ladies and gentlemen. Well, come on, Billy!